Your Daily 180, 180 seconds of pure Bible study.
We're talking about the foundation for what we need to do to be right with God. And we're in Romans chapter 5, verse 1 and 2. And we begin talking about different words there. Therefore, being justified. We talked about the idea that it means to be found innocent, therefore being justified by faith, an active trust in God. Therefore, being justified by faith, we have peace with God. Let's talk about that today. You see, when we talk about being at peace with God, we're not just talking about the absence of hostility, although that is included. As a matter of fact, look at Romans chapter 11 and verse number 22. Therefore, consider the goodness and severity of God. On those who fell, severity, but toward you, goodness, if you continue in His goodness. Otherwise, you also will be cut off. You see, God, being a holy, perfect God, demands that we be holy people. Now, we've talked about in earlier lessons that I'll never measure up in and of my own performance. But what I can do is faithfully obey Him. Well, I come up short every single time. But He requires our effort to be faithful to Him. Now, when we think about this idea of peace, again, I want to go back to the fact it's not just that God won't strike us dead, but it is the idea that there is a real harmony within that relationship. Years ago, a husband and wife came to me, and they wanted some counseling, and they began to get so upset with one another, I thought they were going to begin to throw blows right there in my study. And I separated them, and I put the husband in one room and the wife in the other room, and they were just so angry. They weren't fighting with one another, but they were not at peace with one another. To be at peace with God means I am doing what He commands me to do, and He is lavishing His blessings upon me in Christ. Isn't that beautiful? All spiritual blessings are in Christ. That means that we must know God through His Word and obey Him. Join us again for another Daily 180 Bible study.